Namaskar friends, from last few months, so many farmers are requesting that we want to know what is SCT, what is SCT Vedic. You already transformed, updated with SCT Vedic, but we still don't know what is SCT even. So they want to understand what is the base of SCT and what they upgraded into SCT Vedic. So that's why we decided to start a new English channel for all our South Indian farmers and abroad farmers who don't understand Hindi or Marathi. So today's our all efforts are for those farmers who are willing to understand what is SCT and what is SCT Vedic. So let's begin. We will start from SCT. What is SCT? Soil Charger Technology, SCT is abbreviation for that. Okay. So what is SCT and how it we started? We started at 2015, and myself, I am a farmer. From last 20 years, I am practicing in my own farm, and we do so many experiments with chemical farming because my father is practicing 20 years only chemical farming, and I am helping him from my childhood. From I think 9 years old to almost 16 to 20 years, I am following my father. What he is suggesting me, I am bringing those chemicals and giving to the field and using it. So meanwhile, when I come to know the information about all farming practices and everything, what is the effects and everything, I am starting learning from books and other sources, newspapers. I am little bit interested in thesis, researches, find out the research papers from scientists. So this is hobby for me to know. I am so much curious from my childhood. So my curiosity started sinking deep into this farming area. So as far I started to research, study and find out the information about farming. So I started to taking interest that there are so many research papers on every aspect of farming. But when I go into the field, the guidance and guidelines are giving and practices are doing there into the farm. Those are totally opposite to with the researches. These two things are not matching to each other. I am surprised myself that there is something interested. So still I am not the student of agriculture. I am just a student of art faculty. But only I am interested, so I go into deep. As far I go into deep, I am shocked myself that what is going on. So farmers are doing different things and scientists are suggesting different things. What is this going on? So this is a big mess for me. So as a farmer, I started some experiments in my farm, and at 2003 I visited our universities, Agriculture University, Rahuri, Ahmednagar in Maharashtra. Then I visited so big farmers who are practicing various types of methods. Then I visited few scientists who are practicing in different crops. And also I visited some exhibitions. In Pune there is a big Kisan Mela, So I visited in 2004 and I got some basic information about the researches and everything. So that time I surprised myself and I started onion farming. I go into my farm and I meet my father. I said, Dada, I want to do farming. He said me, yeah, you already doing. Why do you want to do again? I said, no, I want to be responsible for everything. I want to do in my way, if you permit me. So anyhow, he permitted me. So I started my own farming experiments 2003. So I started with a innovative method. Means I used drip irrigation as an advanced technology for onion. In those days, 2003, you will surprise that the seller of drip irrigation, that the agent, that person opposed my family that don't do it for your onion because the farmer are using it for horticulture only. This is a big expenses. How can you bear for a small crop? 41,000 rupees expenses per acre at that time. Because should be high density. High density is expenses means it's a huge amount. If my salary is 11,000 rupees per month and I have to purchase 41,000 rupees, you can imagine what is the So same thing is happened there, and I fight with my family's all these thoughts, and I push my experiment ahead and I succeed. I done it with the natural farming. See, I don't give any fertilizer, even not organic fertilizers, not given FYM also. You will be surprised that what I did. I used the green fertilizer. Green fertilizers. It is tar, dhencha, this all jutes and other things. I grow it. I buried it at the flowering level, and I started to fertilize all the soil and nourish it. And then I started the crop, and I got the results. You can see it is Marathi newspaper. There are lots of Marathi papers have covered this news in my area. I am within 1-2 years I am become famous. But I have become negatively famous. This the son of this Mukekar, he will destroy all the chemicals and everything. He is telling that nothing to use in farming. How it's possible? So in those days, I started the farming in my own farm, and there are so many farmers they don't know that I am a farmer, and I am already practicing for 15 to 20 years as a farmer. Then my story started, and I got that's very tremendous results in those system, natural farming. But those days are very different. Day by day, when the years are going on, after some years, I started same technology into the tomato. I got very good yield, but I failed to control the diseases and the larva, fruit borer, pest control. I failed there. I am, so my family is so much sad because of me, because we cut down carrots and carrots, 1,000 carrots because of fruit borer at those days. Because I oppose them to spray chemicals, so I can't be able to control this pest with the organic way. So many experience I got in my field. Then in 2013, I planted myself pomegranate garden. So this is my story. I started my pomegranate garden in 2013, and I started with organic way, natural way. Not organic way, it means natural way. Means nothing to give it. Only that what is FIM is available in our own farm with desi cow, and whatever available in atmosphere, this neem leaves extract, then some other extracts are there, the other herbs are there in town areas. So I collected from in Supli, one of name is Supli. So it is hilly area, one bush is there. So I got it all these things and I sprayed in my farm and try to control the pest and fungus and everything. So from that time I faced that something is missing because of that nourishment. I get some problem, that struggle there to get the size and quality of the fruit. So that time I got first time this technology. We started the foundation of this soil charger technologies are there in 2014 in my own farm. First we applied there. Then slowly Krishi Amrut comes up because there is behind every product there is a story. It is not deliberately we are launching it. It's launched naturally because we feel the need and we invent it. In this way every product comes. So Krishi Amrut comes in same way. There are so many my friends, I researched that I want to give the fertilizers. So means I started with the neem cake and this one our poultry farm manure. So poultry farm manure for and that neem cake I researched everywhere. So many people are giving their own opinions. So many addresses are there. I just confused with the quality. Which one is better or no? Understand? So I started. So those time I found that only neem cake and poultry farm manure is not sufficient for the nourishment. It is not a full diet. It should be deficient for in other way. Means there are 16 nutrients the plant wants. If you want the complete balanced diet, you need 16 to 18 elements. Okay, and which organic manure will provide you which minerals and which is dominant in which minerals, that should be understood. So I am that I have that curiosity for everything. Though I go into deep and find out that so we need the Gujarati thali. We can't go with the Punjabi dish. You know it or not? Yes. If you go with the single roti and the single sabji, you will be deficient in other way. So you have to go with the Gujarati thali. Means there are variety of the foods and all foods will cover your all nutrients, different and your vitamins and everything. So I thinking about that and then I designed with my colleagues and my friends, some experts, we designed the Krishi Amrut with the 13 elements and 16 elements. Okay, so there are 13 substances, organic substances we are using in Krishi Amrut. That's why the Krishi Amrut is the famous and the 1,000 times appreciated by farmers throughout the India. Still it is famous. It is the top one in organic field in everywhere. In Maharashtra, in Gujarat and everywhere. South India also, from Himalaya to, you can say Kanyakumari. Okay, Tamil Nadu. Madurai we already given and Himachal Pradesh we already given. So we covered all India. So Assam to Gujarat means if you go horizontal also and we go vertical also, both way we are reached to the India. We almost reach in Bangladesh also. So and there is a demand from Sri Lanka and Afghanistan and Brazil also. So this is good thing that that product is genius. This is not the effect of Ram Sir. This is the effect of these genius inventions. Okay, so we started for our farm. And why I planted this farm? Because when I go to the visit for the farmers are telling their experiences. Sir, you don't know about the blight and its effect and the diseases and everything. Every time I listen those farmers that, sir, you don't know. I have penned when the farmers tell this sentence. They make these comments. Yeah, you have no personal experience. If you want to see heaven, you have to die. So I decided to die. I planted 520 palms in my home. Okay, at my home area, and there is a field. So at my farm, I planted those and started my journey. So what I learned in those times means from 2003 to 2013, there is a vegetables, grains, and so much things. I experienced pomegranate and all horticulture with other farmers. But from 2013, I experienced pomegranate with my own farm. So I covered vegetables, horticultures with my own experiences. And that's all experiences till 2016. 17, 18, I am personally involved into the farming. From 2019, maybe 2020, I little bit disconnected with the personal expenses, but with the visits, I still connected with the field. That is my very very nice experience when I visited to the farmers. If Ram sir will grow, how he grow? What is the secret of his growth? His field visits. Farmers will visit is the secret key. The farmers are my scientists. They are my teachers, and the field is my laboratory. I always to speak that my home garden, pomegranate garden, is my laboratory. It's not a farm, because I experienced everything there. Even I experienced a herbicide also myself. Frankly to speaking, why? I want to know the side effects. I kept the garden with the 25 kg loaded for 45 days without any spray.
इसके लिए कुछ आप सुन के हैरान हो जाओगे कि करीबन आज तक तो मेरे हिसाब से एक 17-18 दिन हो गए हमने कोई केमिकल फंगीसाइड्स यहाँ पे छिड़काव नहीं किया है। अभी ये फल की क्वालिटी आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे। ये पूरा जो फल है ये एक एक्सपेरिमेंट हमने किया है।
I have taken the risk. What is happening with the farm? So I am so much curious also, I am courageous also. I kept that much strength. So I want to share the what is structural technology and what I gained from these all experiences from last 15 years into the farming. So I want to share it with my all colleagues and all farmers. Okay. So one thing I want to request all the viewers that don't see me as a scientist. I'm not a scientist. I'm a simple farmer as like you. So don't consider me as a scientist. Okay. If you find out any errors, any updation, you can contact me on my number. Thank you. Okay, let's begin. Problems. The farmers are facing problems. Which problems? See, first soil infertility. That is the biggest problem I am going to discuss with you right now. Fertility is the biggest problem. Why it becomes a serious problem in today's day? Why?
Due to insufficient nutrition.
How can you say that due to insufficient nutrients? If you go for the soil test, we find out so many nutrients are excess.
Due to excess use of chemical fertilizer.
Why are you using them in excess? Yeah?
After Green Revolution time.
What happened after Green Revolution? From 1965, we are using so much fertilizers, chemical pesticides, hybrid varieties. So what happens? They all depleted all the organic carbon. It is in Marathi, Hindi called Zaminitsa Kas. Humus evaporated as like a water, as like a petrol. Last 30, 40 years, 50 years, we lost all soil organic carbon, SOC. And because of that, when I just thinking about the organic carbon, you can surprise that when we started the farming from 40, 50 or 60, 70 years, those days our soil has 3 to 4% organic carbon. When we start the PPT ahead presentation, we can see those information also. So this is first problem. Second one, more or less water scarcity. Less water is a problem or more water is also a problem. Okay, because of that the suffocation happens. When the water that they are holding the water into the soil, they are stagnant there. Means when the water is not going leach outs and it is not pass away, their all roots will blocked by, there is no aeration, and because of that this oxygen deficient is there, and without oxygen plant will not survive. So that is the problem. This one picture we can see, this picture is from Nath Sagar Jalashaya from Patan district, Aurangabad state, Maharashtra, India. I have taken this picture from flight when I traveled to Shirdi to Hyderabad. So that time I took this picture. You can see clearly these white patches. What are the white patches? These white patches are nothing but this is water soluble residue. Okay, and it comes from grape city from Nasik. Why? Not only a grape city, a grape district, I can say. So grape district, all the water through the Godavari river, it travels from Nasik to this, Nasagar. So Jaikwadi Dam, it is called Jaikwadi Dam, and those water carrying that all the residue of water solubles, and this is lying away as like a layer, and you can see there, you can see from 1000 feet height clearly with the normal camera. So you can imagine how much we damaged and we lost our money, our farmers' money, and we are spoiling our soil and water. We are contaminating it. Yes or no?
Yes.
When I met some farmers from Pathan, you will be surprised that the farmers are telling me, sir, when the water is dehydrated from the sun and it is dried, and with the concentration of solvent will increase and TDS will increase, the TDS will go hike for 1700 to 2000, and that time if we feed the water to the plants are burning directly. So it is happening. It is a big loss for soil, big loss for water, big loss for farmer and atmosphere also. And the farmer who are using these water solubles, those farmers are also not getting the results. They are getting only 10 to 20%, another 80 to 90% will drain out. You know, all drain out and reach to the river, and it is run away to the Jaikwadi Dam. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is happened because of that salinity. The farmers can't able to crops and the trees and the his gardens in very well way, because this salinity, high salty water is dangerous to the living organism also, because it will hike the pH. Now above 7.5, 8.5 pH, the microbes will die or go into the inactive. Okay, so you can see the effect of these things. Then second, you can see the next problem for farmers is food setting. Every farmer is questioning and is asking and complaining about fruit setting, color, shape, size and weight, and even the taste also. So many times I heard the question from farmers, and so they are complaining, sir, there is no sugar in grapes, also in other pomegranate, also in other tomatoes and other things. So these are the common questions for the farmers. Next problem we can see, wilt. See, I have one simple question to you. Which one will dead first, the soil or the crop?
Soil.
First the soil will become dead, and then the crop will.
Get died.
If the mother is weak, already her baby will weak. Same thing is happened with our soil. When the soil become dead, why the soil become dead? The farmers are pouring chemicals, deadly pesticides and the poisons into the soil. Which chemicals, chemical pesticides and herbicides, or maybe your fungicides, those are totally deadly poisons. Yes or no?
Yes.
And those poison when entered into the soil, they will destroy all the microbes. All the friendly microbes will dead. Okay? And what happens? If there is no microbes, soil becomes dead. Because of those microbes, soil called live soil. The microbes will go, the soil become dead. So the soil becomes dead, and all pathogens will cover the soil, and they destroy all the life from the soil and almost plant also. So main problem is soil and the microbes, friendly microbes, not this wilt. Wilt is the effect. But unfortunately, all the focus is turned to disease. No one is focusing on the
Nutrition.
soil problem. Why microbes are run away? Why they are dead? Why their count is not there? Why they are become weak? So they are find out some other alternatives. They make Jivamrita and culture of the friendly microbes and 200-liter barrel, and they are pouring in 1 acre and happy. Balle balle. It is not right thing, na? There is any sense for that?
No.
Making any sense?
No.
See, in 1 acre soil, 40 hours means I think 2.5 acre is equal to 1 hectare, right? So this 1 acre farm, in every particle of soil has 100
1 million.
crores. 1 million, not 100 crores bacteria. One single particles. You can compare that how many are in 1 acre soil. There is, the number will be
Million.
countless, uncountable. So that much bacteria or microbe you have to pour into soil. It is possible?
Impossible.
It is highly impossible, right? So we are just making a fun with giving 200-liter barrel. Yes or no?
Yes.
So they can't able to survive there. So farmers have to give again and again. This cycle is going on. So this is not right way to do the farming. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What is the solution for that? We have to go ahead. Next one, we can see the fungus Cerotisis fabriata into the. This is one of the disease. There are Phytophthora. There is other species, Fusarium. In pomegranate I am talking about. But there are other vegetables. There are variety there. Damping up is there. So many diseases. Diseases are different. But cause is one. Understand? Okay. So whether there are options for you that whether you learn for the disease, learn for that species deeply, or learn why they are emerging, why they are come up, why they are developing. If you find out the root cause, there is no need to how and what are they. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You have to study for disease or you have to study for health.
Health.
Where are you going for? Disease. If you study disease, you will grow it. Where you focus, that will grow. This generation are studying only disease. But what is the root cause of disease? No one is interested. That is the tragedy, I think, as per my knowledge. Okay. Next one is fungal diseases. Okay. Cercospora. Then downy is powdery mildew or downy mildew. Then anthracnose, black spots. Then you can see viral diseases, bacterial diseases, viral and bacterial also. So this is bacterial blight. This is canker for citrus, and you can see the Anthomonas, wilt for tomato. Okay. So these all problems, why they are coming, we have to learn about it. This is a problem common problem for farmers. But I want to focus all these things towards the root cause, not on the disease. Okay. In SCT, we are teaching farmers that don't use herbicides. Systematic herbicides are highly dangerous for the soil health. If you play with the game with the soil health, you will miss out all the life from soil. Okay, you will miss the game. How can I tell about that? So farmers are thinking that these herbs they are extracting all the nutrients from the soil and they are compete with the garden. Yes, you are right. But my dear friends, I want to clear one point what I experienced myself. In vegetables and small crops, there is a competition, I know. because those are similars. Can you see that the competition is between the elephant and with the ant? There is a competition. Huh? How much food will eaten by ant will you compete with the elephant's food?
0.0.
Why you are laughing for that? There is no competition. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you must understand that elephant has a different level of foods, and the ant has different level of foods. Same thing. You can compare the garden and horticulture crop with the elephant, and you can compare this small crop, small grass with the ant. Why? Because you see, there is lots of benefits by grasses. Why? These all weeds, they are giving you benefits. How? First they are covering the soil and stop the all soil-borne diseases. So number one, they covering soil from direct sunlight, ultraviolet heating. And ultraviolet heating is dangerous to soil health. Understand? The all that mulching. This now that say the mulching systems are now running into the field. All farmers are using vegetable crops, all mulching, right? Paper mulching. But you have to understand why this mulching are so much famous, become so much famous. Why? Why they are succeeding? Because it is preventing soil from direct sunlight. Because sunlight is the primary attack for organic carbon. It evaporates. It destroys the organic carbon from soil. Who? Sunlight. So you have to protect your soil from sunlight. He is a monster. It is a monster for soil health. So you have to prevent it. Same sunlight if fallen on leaves, this is heaven. But is fallen on soil, it's a hell. Understand? So you must understand that we have to protect our soil from sunlight. If you go into jungle, the sunlight is not touching to the soil. They are high density. If you go into Amazon or in, you can see where are the high density jungles are there, the sunlight is not touching to the ground, the soil. So there is all soil is healthy and rich in organic carbon and nutrients. So we have to protect our soil, and this is our helpers. These are our friends. Number one. Number two, they are covering the soil from the diseases. Okay. Number three, they are so much helpful for absorbing organic carbon from atmosphere. They are capturing CO2 in big way, and through the photosynthesis they are feeding to the soil, feeding to the microbes, mycorrhiza and other microbes. Right? This is free service for your soil, and your soil becomes healthy. They are helping our microbes because they are native crops. When there is not your crop, you are not cultivating your garden. Few years back, what is there? This is their garden. They are domestic, na? They are there only. So they are their native place. It is foreign item. Your crop is foreigner. Yes or no?
Yes.
So the primary food will, the right is for these weeds. So you can't control it. So don't make it competition. Utilize them. You have to utilize them. So they are a big producer of organic carbon. Don't forget it. Then how to control it? You cut it with brush cutter. Myself, I started this technology to cut the brush. Cut with the brush and brush cutter, and all the matter will put on the same soil, and it will convert into organic carbon. And microbes will feed it, and they will become stronger. Yes?
Yes.
So So you can control the pathogens in the same way. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. In this fashion, you can improve your carbon. Yes. So this is helpful for us in vegetables and fruits. In vegetables and other small crops, you can use the specific herbicides, but use their soil charger, which will control the herbicide side effect. Herbicide is attacking on the target crop. Suppose you are using the onion herbicide, you are using soybean herbicide, you are using sugarcane herbicide. There are specific herbicides. You can use it because these are contacts. These are not targeting on your crop, but your crop also get affected or not. Same time, if you mix soil charger, the soil charger will becomes a shield, preventive shield for the crop, and it will damage target crops very fast. You can see this is two different actions with the soil charger. You can use it and you can get the surprise for yourself. Okay, but for systematic herbicides, you have to avoid. Yes, okay, because this is our friends. You have to use all the weeds for your garden's soil health. Understand?
Yes, sir.
One concern is from farmers that this crop is increasing our pest attack and disease attack. And just little surprise, I have so many experiences, dear friends. See, if I give you a laddu, okay, or if I will give a bitter thing, it's a sweet laddu and the bitter laddu. Which one you will prefer?
Sweet.
Why? Huh? Okay, right? So the plant is a bitter laddu, and this grass is a sweeter laddu for the pest. They are not stupid to go for bitter laddus. If you grow a healthy one, if both are healthy, the pest attack will go on the weeds, because that is their first priority for the food. Do you understand? So you have to focus on the growth. Okay. Then second one, the farmers are thinking. Second concern is that farmers are thinking that the weeds becomes competitor to the crop for the nutrients. If we give the fertilizer, the weeds will absorb it first. Yeah, it's true. I know it. But if you use chemical fertilizers, that will dissolve into the water and run away with the water channels. What is happening? That is absorbed by weeds. If you use organic fertilizers, natural food, those herbs are not reaching there. There is only your crop's root. Your crop's root will absorb it first and become stronger and stronger, because that is not leaching out into the soil as like chemical fertilizer. Chemical fertilizer has its own bonds. It can't bind with the crop with itself, because it has not its own sense. And the natural fertilizers as like a soil charger and Vedic, these are making bonds. They have a sense. They have a sense with the crop. They will bind itself with the root area of the crop. Automatically your weeds are destroyed. Slowly becomes weaker. Yes or no?
Yes.
So there is no competition. Understand? See, next problem. What is the next problem? Just we see that how herbs are, if you cut them from upper side without disturb the soil, if you cut and make a layer as like mulching, it will be helpful for soil health. Or it will help for temperature control also. It will help for the organic carbon also. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to utilize this all herbs and weeds in your farm. So next one, we can go for the next problem. Due to chemical, what happens? increases expenses and decreases yield. I have experienced so many farmers' view, farmers' opinions, scientists' opinions, scientists' point of views, their researches. See, in chemical farming, the expenses are increasing and the yield is decreasing. So this is a dangerous business for farmers. Yes or no?
Yes.
So they are traveling towards the disaster. So the farming become a tragedy for farmers. Why? Because they going in opposite way. How? We have to go there. Yes. Farmer is thinking, last question, he is thinking about market. Every farmer is complaining about, sir, there is no rates, there is no demand, there is no demand. You know, sir, see, my question is there is a problem of market or there is a problem of quality?
Quality.
Huh?
Quality.
Then why are you shouting about market?
If we have quality, then there no need to worry about market.
See, if you have a goal, the customer will follow you. If you have iron, customer will run away. Which one you have to carry? Which one you have to produce? You have to produce gold. If your crop is, your fruits are as like a gold, precious, they are delicious, they are safe, they are very nice, they are nourished. The farmer, the customer will as like a honeybee. As a honeybee is chasing to the flowers. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you have to focus on flowers or attracting the honeybees. Where is your focus? Your focus should be on quality of flowers. So the problem is quality, not the market. I am telling this fact from last 10 years, succeeding in some percentage, but still I am going out. Okay, so till I reach the last farmer, as I do this journey, go ahead and ahead. Yes? Okay? So, which is our priority, which is our real problem, we have to understand. Okay? So, we have more questions, so many questions, limited, unlimited questions. Farmers has unlimited questions. Questions. But, we have a one answer. There are 1,000 questions, I will give you one answer. For every question there is a one answer. What is that answer? That answer is soil charger technology. Just we converted into SCT Vedic. Before learning about SCT Vedic, we have to clear it. What is soil charger technology? Let's begin. I have one question. First question to you. I am going to ask you for 4 questions. 4 pillars. Okay, same. These are same. Don't confuse with this one. First question. Weakness produces disease or disease produces weakness? What do you think about that?
Weakness.
Huh? Weakness produces disease. Where is the focus of today's farmers? On weakness or on the disease? You yourself tell me that the weakness is the main root cause for the disease. Then why don't you focus on the root cause? Why are you focusing on disease? Your all practices are focused on disease. All practices are centralized on disease control. See, I have an example for you. See, there is one nail is there, okay, and there is, you can see the bike is punctured because of this nail. Okay, see, you supposed to be nail as a weakness and disease as a punctured. Think, if you are a farmer, what do you do first? Remove the nail or do the puncture?
Remove the nails.
Why? If you don't remove the nail and you do the puncture, what will happen? It will disturb the tire and air will run away. Every time different puncture. Every time you have a different patch. Okay. Every time you are changing your patches from this shop, this fungicide, this pesticide, this one. Whether you are changing all pesticides and fungicides, if your root cause is there, if you don't work on weakness, Disease will occur again and again. And there is the big mistake of farmers. Where is your focus? Your focus is in wrong way. Focus on strength of soil, of crop. You will not get the harm from disease and anything. Yes or no?
Yes.
Next one. See, there is a very beautiful video for myself. I want to share with you why soil matters. You understand?
The plants that produce fruit and vegetables are rooted in soil. But what exactly is soil? Soil is a living substance containing different elements whose interaction determines the health of the plants it supports. Soil contains minerals such as sand, silt, and clay. The proportion of minerals in the soil determines its texture. It is the organic matter, called humus, that determines the soil's fertility.
You just see the leaves. The leaves are coming from the plants and it is dropping on the soil surface. They decay after a few months. Okay. When they decay after a few months, it turns into humus. And that humus is going deep into the soil. And what is happening with that humus, we'll see. Okay.
The humus is constantly being regenerated by the living organisms it contains. Soil is a rich reservoir of microorganisms. The microorganisms facilitate the absorption of carbon in the soil.
You can see here, you see what is the food of microbes?
Carbon.
The carbon comes from humus and all microbes captured it. Means what is the food for microbes?
Carbon.
Nowadays, the farmers are providing so many of cultures of this type of microbes, this type of bacteria, this type of fungus and everything. From friendly, okay? This is there is azotobacter, there is PSB, again phosphorus solubilizing bacteria and potash mobilizing bacteria are there. They are helping to. My question is there, my friend. If the microbes have their own food, whether they run away?
No.
If they have no food, how they work?
Great.
If they have no food, how they work?
They will not work.
They will not work.
They will die.
They will die or they will run away. Okay? So, here I tell you one example. Suppose there is a sugar. If you want to collect the ants, whether you will give the sugar or whether you collect the ants one by one.
We will give.
Which one is faster?
Giving sugar.
Spreading sugar is easy way to collect the ants.
Yes.
Means the food is important. If you give organic carbon into soil, if you increase the organic carbon into soil, if you give the rich organic carbon sources into the soil, the microbes will grow and their quantity will increase. Why you are pouring from outside? This is costly business. Yes or no?
Yes.
But this is going on. Why? I don't know. Still. Okay. So this is happening with the farmers. So I am through soil cycle technology, I am focusing increase the organic carbon sources, the bacteria and the fungus who are friends of our soil, they will come up and they will grow. It's okay that you will give it once, that is okay. But you will give it again and again, that is not making any sense. Okay?
And by merging with roots, bacteria and fungi, these earthy heroes, protect the plant from disease and provide it with water and all the nutrients it needs. 1 gram of plant-covered soil contains around 1 billion bacteria from between 5,000 and 25,000 species. The other star of the soil is the earthworm.
What is he doing? I don't know. You observe it or not?
Yes.
Huh? He is blinking his eye. Huh? Why? Who is he? I know it, earthworm. But who is he for farmers?
Friend of
He is friend of farmers. And who is farmers for him?
enemy.
Enemy. Why? Why? Why the farmers behave as like an enemy with their friends. Why? No idea.
No importance of the
No idea. Ignorance. Ignorance is a big problem. They don't know we are destroying our friends. And they are making a small home as a bed, and they are producing the vermi compost, and they are growing there. They are stopping their kitchen and they are growing the restaurants. They are growing the restaurants instead of using their home kitchens. Okay, I know that 1 or 2 days, weekly you are going once, that's better thing. But if you, every day you are dependent on restaurants, that is dangerous for your health and your life. Yes or no?
yes.
Your enjoyment will become your death. It is not useful for your life. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is our friend, farmer's friend, and farmers do all practices against the earthworms. Yes or no?
Yes.
Of which there are some 25,000 per hectare. In 1 year, several hundred tons of earth pass through the digestive tract of just a single one of these tireless workers. Worms also create tunnels, which help plants access nutrients and speed up absorption of air and water, which also prevents soil erosion. Soil health has a direct impact on human health, but soil is in danger. The use of pesticides and chemicals.
What farmers did? Farmers had done that they have sprayed all deadly poisons, pesticides, herbicides, okay, and they change the soil conditions. The live soil becomes dead soil, and then all fungus and all diseases are attacking on plant. And for the prevention or for the protection, they are again pouring chemicals.
Are becoming dependent on chemicals. Their natural defenses are weakened.
Their natural defenses are weakened, and the farmers are pouring chemicals. The whole system will become manual. System is becoming manual, and the natural systems stops. See,
Greater amounts of artificial inputs just to survive. Farmers, who have until relatively recently benefited from the free and natural service provided by soil, are in
fertilizer, then pesticides, fertilizer, then fungicides. This cycle is going on, and this is a deadly cycle. This is a deadly cycle. Farmers doesn't come out from this cycle. In last 20-30 years, farmers get stuck into this cycle. Yes or no?
Yes.
There is a story in Mahabharata, epic in Mahabharata, Abhimanyu story is there. There is a Chakravyu. If you research in, search in Chakravyu, then Kauravas are formed a Chakravyu, and only one it knows. Who? Abhimanyu. But he knows only half. How to break it, how to go inside. He doesn't know how to come out. So what happens? He break it, but not able to come out. He ends there. Same thing is happened with the farmers. They broke the chemical fertilizers Chakravyu, but they can't able to come out. That is the challenge. So farmers have to understand how to come out, right? What happens? The nutrition value is go down.
natural nutrients produce fruit and vegetables.
There is no nutrition value into fruits and vegetables and grains and fruits, and there are residue of chemicals.
Potentially harmful pesticide residue. Urgent action is needed, and there is a solution. The solution.
Again, you have to go your friend. Hey friend, come again. Huh? Where are you? I want you.
In infertile soils by counteracting the harmful effects of chemicals. How? By feeding the soil with compost, fertilizing it.
This is deadly soil. We are pouring fertilizers as like Krishi Amrut. This 30 elements blend, okay, and we are pouring it, and the soil becomes live again, and those friendly microbes get foods and they will grow. One more thing, you have to stop this rototilling. Rototilling is very dangerous for soil health. When your soil is wet or it is working, you have to avoid all these things. When your garden is in shock condition, when you cut the water and you stop the water and the soil becomes totally dry, those times you have to permit it. But when the soil is live, the crop is going on, the crop is lying there, that time you have to avoid this rotating or any other cultivation. Don't do any soil movement. Okay, don't disturb the soil, because there is a life beneath the soil. There is a life, and if you disturb the life, you disturb your crop. Yes or no?
Yes.
So in this fashion, we taught all farmers, and we give the knowledge them, and we tell them how they are making mistakes. They have to avoid these mistakes. As we see, soil is mother of plants. If we support to be plants as a baby, the mother is soil. Okay, so we can see the soil health is directly impact on plant health. Soil child technology first formula is work on weaknesses, not on disease. If you work on weaknesses, you will give the nourishment to the soil and crop. Your crop will be healthy. Okay, and if you work on the only plant and the disease, you only work on protection, your crop will be same as like the soil condition. If soil is good, plant is good, the soil will be weak, the plant will weak, the atmosphere is weak, the plant will weak. Means your plant becomes dependable on soil and atmosphere conditions. The growth of plants, how much percentage of importance of soil and environment? We have to compare it. First you understand the scenario. What is the scenario? I will give you the examples. Which has more importance? Soil and climate. 50-50% or 20-80% and 80-20%. What is your opinion? 80-20%. Whether someone says 50-50, he is wrong. Bhushan. If someone says 20-80, 20% for soil and 80% for atmosphere. If you ask for the grapes farmer, he will say, sir, 20% for soil and 80% for... Why? Because they are facing with the climate problems, and they have a lack of soil nourishment. Okay, they have the practices which are lacking all the soil practices, soil nourishment, everything is there. They are working on soil only as experiments, as conditioning. If the condition is there, the demand is there, then they will use. But they have no schedule for soil nourishment. They have a schedule for spraying. If you go there, you have a long schedule and deep schedule for fungicides and stimulants and hormones and everything. Total grapes control is in their hands. Yes or no? So they have a big problem of atmosphere. There is a soil which is very important. How? You can see these second pictures. See. These both pictures are from same soil, same seed, same day they are planting. Everything is the same. Only the difference is we are applying soil nourishment here with the SCT, and we are applying chemical system with the soil. You can see the clear difference in between these two pictures. What do you find out the differences? The leaves are working. Here, the leaves are dependent condition. They are depending on the plant storage.
Roots are active.
Then these roots are active and they are searching for foods. They are searching for foods and nourishment. These roots are
No activation of roots.
They are dormant. Yes or no?
Yes.
These roots are not dead but dormant. They are not in working conditions. They are inactive. So these roots, these leaves, which are the workers, they are the hands and the mouth of the plant, they all are stopped. How can this plant grow?
No.
It is totally dependent on government subsidy. Yes or no?
Yes.
They are waiting for government subsidy. So don't work as a government subsidy farmer. Focus on soil. You get the soil subsidy. That is very great. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we are focusing farmers to focus to soil nourishment. See, the soil impact is 80 to 90%, and atmospheric and the climate impact is 10 to 20%. Whether maybe less than that. See, 30-40 years back, whether there is no hybrid varieties, I know. But at that time also, the grapes cultivators are getting 10 tons per acre yield. Yes or no?
Yes.
Nowadays, the farmers are unable to take this 10 tons with all facilities. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then, are you become a winner or loser?
Roots are-
Hmm? Yes. You means farmer becomes a loser because they are misunderstood the percentage of this both. See, soil condition is in your hands. Climate conditions are not in your hands. Don't forget it. You have to work what is in your hands. You have to not work on what is not in your hands. If you work on the climate, you will fail. Almost. The possibilities are more. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, we teach the farmers, you nourish the soil. How much you will nourish the soil? The climate effect will come down. If you don't nourish the soil, the climate effect will grow. Means both things are true. If you don't nourish your soil, don't strengthen your soil, your soil lack the organic carbon, lack the fertility, the climate effect will be more. Maybe there 70-80%. But if you strengthen the soil with rich organic carbon sources and all minerals, organic or natural minerals, the climate effect will come down. The farmer can sleep calm. The rain is coming, don't worry. The fog is coming, don't worry. The other plants or all gardens are cracking, don't worry. The bacterial blight is coming, don't worry. Why? My garden is as much as strong, it can fight with all these climate changes. That much energy is stored there. We have to change the focus. Soil 10 to 20% nowadays. You see the farmers are expenditure. If you divide the expenditure of farmers for horticulture crop or any other crop, farmers are giving 20% for only soil and 80% for pesticides, fungicides, blah 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 and blah. So many things. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we have to change this scenario. What is the need? We have to change 80 to 90% soil because this is foundation. This is foundation and environment only 10 to 20%. So there is a second formula is work on soil 80 to 90%. You have to do expenses. Suppose you are expending 1 lakh rupees per acre. You have to expend 80,000 rupees for soil nourishment and only 20,000 rupees for plant nourishment. In this way, in this fashion, you can grow a very nice crop and tension free. Let's do farming as like a game. Enjoy the farming. I want to ask one question to you. What is the formula for fertile soil? Every farmer should know. There are nutrients. Means you see that 3 elements CHO from nature and NPK as the primary elements and calcium, magnesium, sulfur as the secondary nutrients and 7 micronutrients. These are the formula for balance nutrients for the soil. Okay, whether are there options, 2-3 options, nickel, silicon, other things are there, but this is optional. Okay, it is not in general. So we can see here the balance. Suppose these all nutrients are the plant required in certain percentage. Okay, there is a rule. If suppose the hydrogen required is 6%, oxygen required 43%, and carbon required in 45%, nitrogen required 2.1%, or phosphorus required something in this way. If that percentage will get down, the same level other nutrients will be absorbed by the plant. If one of the nutrients has a deficient, the other nutrients will become deficient for the plant. This is the rule for artificial nourishment. If you go through the artificial nourishment, that rule will apply. This is scientist research. This is not mine. Please don't misunderstand. What is this research is telling you? That you have to available all nutrients in certain amounts, then it will be sufficient. Otherwise, it will be deficient. So we have to know the proportion of each nutrients. Each farmers are know that there are 16 elements. Who are they and what are they? How can they understand the proportion? How they decide the proportion? The consultants, the guidance, that company, that executives, they are other farmers. Anybody is telling, and same fashion they are giving. So we come to know important minerals for crop growth. These are the 13 elements. Means primary, secondary, and micro. Micro 7, secondary 3, and primary 3. These 13 elements are requirement is only this much percentage. Okay, and CHO is required in huge amounts. See, then you will get a good crop and healthy soil. But what is the fact right now? There is a research. How many minerals important for the crops? There are CHO in tons, NPK in kilos, calcium magnesium in grams, and micronutrient in milligrams. But what is today's condition? Fact. What is fact is there?
Micronutrients.
Farmers give NPK in tons.
Farmers forgotten CHO. They don't know. They are giving manure, and that manure has a nourishment capacity or not. They don't know. Their manure is providing all disease, all pathogens, all waste. Okay? There is no organic carbon. There is no organic matter, pure. Okay? Decay material are coming in the form of FOM, organic fertilizer. So they are bringing diseases through the fertilizers, even in organic form also, because there is no nutrition value. Understand? So here farmer doesn't know CHO, they don't know foundation. They are directly building their buildings without any strong foundation. They are starting with NPK. Then they are giving calcium, magnesium, sulfur. They are focusing macronutrient, and there is a mess happen. Researchers are saying that carbon 45%, oxygen 43%, hydrogen 6%. These are framework elements. They are making the plant's frame. You know, in any building, there is a steel frame. RCC structure is there, and those RCC structure define the strength of that building. If your RCC structure is weakened, what is the future of that field and the building?
Building will get collapsed.
Any time. Okay, your future is in air. Okay, means there is these 3 macronutrients are very important for the plant. That is up to 94%. If you calculate it, aggregate 94%. These 3 are required. Only 6%. You remember the picture, what I showed me before you? That picture plant is with full of fruits. Means CHO is in big way you want, plant want and the soil want. I give you one example. This is a roti, small amount of roti, 1/4 roti, you know. And there is a big amount of garlic chutney, you know. If we will provide you the small amount of 1/4 roti and the full of plate garlic chutney, will you eat it?
No.
You're not eating food, not eating rotis and chutneys.
We eating by the proportion.
Yeah, eating, but proportion is different. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Let me tell you that if you suppose you have forced to eat, your digesting system will collapse. It is burnout. Means if you give humus in such amount and your chutney means your fertilizers are in much amount, the soil will becomes burning soil. TDS will go hike, the pH will go high, everything will go high and soil become dead. And in that soil you want to grow a good crop. It's a dream only, daydream. Huh? Nightmare, it's called nightmare, no? You will see only nightmare. It will not come true. That dreams will not come true. And same thing happened with the farmers. The farmers are not focusing on the food. They are focusing on chutney. And their soil gets burned. Their crops get dried. Pathogen gets increased. Yes?
Yes.
And day by day, their yield goes down. Why the expenses are increased? You understand? They are focusing on atmosphere. They are focusing on soil. Okay? They are focusing on fertilizers, chemical. They are not focusing on the humus. Got the point? Now, the necessity, what is necessity? Hydrogen, carbon oxygen 94% and other minerals are only 6%. Farmers are focusing only on 6%. They have no any concern about
94%.
all focus is in wrong. We have to turn this fact into reality. What is reality we have to do? We have to change this for 94% for humus and 6% for chemical fertilizers or other things. Okay. There is in Marathi, there is a newspaper in our area, Agro One, and they explain organic carbon means the soul of soil. What is they are saying in this newspaper? Organic carbon is soul of soil, and the day is
5th March 2016.
Saturday, 5th March 2016. And what they are measured, they mentioned into this news, this article, I want to explain through the picture. See, forest has 12 to 16% organic carbon. Why? Because nobody is going there and disturb it. All residues are recovering the nutrients and the soil. Only that organic carbon from air, carbon dioxide is consumed and they stored into the soil, and soil becomes richer and richer in organic carbon year after years. But in our farm, we are getting the fruits, collecting it, and we are selling it. We are selling it. Yes or no?
Yes.
So there is a gap for there. When we think about soil, because of that, the organic carbon becomes richer, 12 to 16%. That's why the forest doesn't need any fertilizer, water, and any disease control. Means 100% dependent on soil, 0% on climate. The crops from forest, every tree is ready for cope with the climate. Yes. In fertile soil, you can get it 3 to 4%. It is happening 40, 50 years back. You sow the seed and the crop will come up and farmers grow and they will cut it, harvest it and enjoy and they celebrate. Now,
0.
if you sow, if you go after 2-3 months, you will find their mud only. Huh?
Crop will go.
No, crop will run away. Understand? Will not find your crop. Right? So means our soil becomes barren. As like this. Desert. 0.5%. Okay? So what is the reality now? We see, I have some soil case reports. This report is from Sudhir Kulkarni and 25th January 2021, and it is from, I think,
Kolhapur.
Kolhapur. Okay, yeah, Nimas, Kolhapur. See, I want to mention only one thing. Organic carbon, OC. How much here? 1.38%, and they are telling in Marathi there is less. And this importance is, we already seen that this is 94% important. And it has given very common importance into the
Sorry.
chart. Yes or no?
Yes.
The substance is importance as much 94%. They have to given more importance. Topper. There is no, why, I don't know. It's okay. So see, there is less. Remember, 1.38 is less. Okay, next. You can see here, this is Pandanath Nahire. I translate it for you in English. This is, I see organic carbon. This is 0.50, and they are saying normal.
Normal.
So this is not mine. This is all our labs testing. So we are confused from that. Do you confuse or not?
Yes, sir.
Whether you are agronomics, then you also confused. Whether farmer is not confused? Yes or no?
Definitely.
If this report is telling that this is normal, are they going to focus on that?
No.
No.
Are they think it is a problem?
No.
They will think that it's okay, it's a normal. This is coming, it's a normal. This is normal. Corona is normal. If you see Corona is normal, are you going to survive? Are you going to survive?
No.
No.
Same thing is happening with farmers. You have to focus. Today's organic carbon condition into soil is about 0.25% to 0.70%. Means it is almost closer to desert. Last 40-30 years, our farmers, knowingly or unknowingly, with ignorance, they depleted all organic carbon from
Soil.
and they are suffering for that. But they don't
No.
know. That is the tragedy. Understand? So we have woke up them, we have to aware them, and we have to tell them where you are missing your target. You are focusing on wrong targets. That's why you are failing again and again. So their focus should be on where? The formula number 3. They have to focus SCT 50%, then I am Vedic on 50%. 50% SCT, 50% Vedic. Why? We will learn it from SCT Vedic video. This is part number 2. This will be part number 2. First you understand what is SCT. Understand? So in this discussion we are discussing only about SCT. What is SCT Vedic? We'll learn in next discussion, next session. Okay? So just understand the formula, 4 formulas. We already learned 2 formulas. This is third formula. We have to focus SCT 50% and natural Vedic SCT for 94% CHO and 6% minerals. Previous in SCT, we are focusing 94% on SCT and 6% on chemical fertilizers. But we replaced chemical fertilizers in Vedic through Vedic. Understand? So this is our third formula. Okay? Now we are turning our fourth formula. There is a question for you from my side. Farmers focus on factory or go down? Where they should focus? If farmer is a businessman, is a company owner, where he should focus?
He should focus on factory.
You knows. Whether farmer knows?
No.
See, there is a factory and this is a godown. Who is there in factory?
Owner.
Owner is handling the factory. Yes or no?
Yes.
Whether there is a manager, management, everywhere, production director, production supervisor, so many ranks are there. But who is main?
Factory owner.
Factory owner. And who is here
Watchman.
in charge? Watchman for godown. Supposing the farming is a factory, what is machines? What is the factory?
Leaves.
Leaves also factories.
The leaves are the factory and the fruits are the
Godown.
godowns. Farmers are when they go into garden, what is comes in their mind in word where they focused?
On fruits.
On fruits. Means who are they?
They are watchmen.
They make themselves a
Watchman.
watchman. They are getting still watchman's income right now.
Yes. Yes.
If you are focusing on fruits, means godowns only, you are playing a role of watchman, then why you have no right to ask income for owner. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you have to change your mindset first. When you go into field, focus on your roots and your
Leaves.
leaves. See, if you give the picture of any garden, everyone is watching the fruits and giving thumbs and likes. Oh, very nice fruits. Whether you watch the leaves are small as like a rat's ear. Rat ear. If your leaves are smaller and your fruits are bigger, what is the fact? The fruits are sucking nutrients from the stem, from the leaves. They are exploited the tree's future, the crop's future. Your harvesting cycles will goes
On decrease.
down. They will decrease. You are sacrifice the plant's life, its lifespan for the one-time yield. Isn't it fair? It's fair?
No.
No, it's not fair. Because if you go for horticulture crop also, or whether you are go for any horticulture crop, it will go for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Now all horticulture crop gardens are coming to below 10 years. The farmers know that our garden will not go ahead till 10 years. They are planning for only 10 years. That is the misery. That is the main tragedy of today's farming. So we have to think about permanent farming. Not short, not instant farming. We have to think about constant farming. If there is a vegetable crop, how many harvestings, tomato crops is there? How many harvestings you are doing? If you are doing limited harvesting and good quantity, that's not making any sense. Okay, when I watch international videos of tomatoes and other things from America and Australia and other some countries, they do the farming one-time harvesting. Any crop, they are doing one-time harvesting. But in India, so many, everywhere you can see the farmers are doing harvesting again and again. Okay, multiple harvesting they are going for. So they are keeping the crop for 3 months, 4 months, 5th month, 6th month, 7 months. It will save their energy, time and money. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So we have to think about that. Focus on
Leaves of
factory, leaves and the roots. Not focus on fruits. It will fill automatically. See, the size of leaves is totally affected to the size of fruits. Then you can see the apple bear, the leaf size is bigger, the fruit size is
big.
you can see the other examples.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin is there. Pumpkin has a size, big size. Its all skin is very thick. Same you can observe in its leaf. Its leaf thickness is more and its leaf size is also bigger. You can watch in simple single plant also. See the tomato plant. In tomato plants, you can see the bigger leaves in lower side of the plant, and whether you go upper to the top of the plant, the leaf size will becomes decreasing. It is decreasing toward the top, and hence the fruit size also decreasing toward the top. What is this is indicating for us? This is indicating that the leaf size is totally directly affected to the fruit size, means whether the leaf are the production house and the fruits are the storage only, the go down only. So farmer should focus on production house, not on go down. Go down will fill up automatically. Now after watching this formula, don't go to the shopkeeper, agriculture shop, and ask for the size medicine. I want size medicine. You have a miracle in your plant. You have formula is there inbuilt. Why are you worried about the size? You have to worry about the leaf size. That is the formula number 4. If you are really worried about the fruit size, you have to worry about leaf size. That is making sense. So in these 4 formulas, we are learning about that. We make a control for one plant and we give the nourishment for another same nearby plants. There are 2 plants of pomegranate, and we are not giving any nourishment from our side, SCT side. We are giving, this is chemical nourishment and this is SCT nourishment. See, these leaves are as like ironed, flat, right?
Yes.
And the chlorophyll content is richer, and here the leaves are curling. Okay, and the chlorophyll content is lower. Hence the fruits numbers are less. Hence the fruits numbers are more. The fruit shining is more. The fruit is not shiny. Okay, and you can see the disease will come first where? This side, not this side. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if the leaves are healthy, your plant will be
Healthy.
that is the secret. Yes. Now, how the plant is producing its food? There is a small video here. I thank for Biofix. They already made for us.
Plants provide us with food to
Yes.
eat and oxygen to breathe. They perform this amazing feat by the process of photosynthesis. Let's take a closer look.
We are going inside the
Photosynthesis
leaf.
requires
This is
carbon
tomato.
dioxide.
This is 2 oxygen and 1 carbon. Carbon dioxide. Okay. Yes.
which diffuses into the leaf through small pores
We are going into
and
leaf.
then enters the cells.
There is
Inside the
chlorophyll.
cell, carbon dioxide diffuses into the chloroplasts, where photosynthesis takes place. Chloroplasts use energy from light to transform carbon dioxide and water into sugar and oxygen. Zooming into a
You can see here the carbon chain. Means in sugar, this more amount of carbon is there. The secret of all life, soil and earth, the secret is carbohydrates, which are formed in this process. This is food of all life species on the earth, including plants' food. Plant at its own food, this is sugar. They are performing through this photosynthesis, and that content is carbon. Means the carbon from air, absorbed by the air, is the main source of food. Yes or no? This is the main source for soil, food web, means all microbes and all species. This is the main source for itself, plant, and this is main source for humans also and all animals also. Yes or no? Yes. So, if carbon content will be richer in soil, in plant and in food and in fertilizers and all sources, the farming will be easy. Yes or no? Yes. And all lives will be nice. But if it is lack the carbon, all lives will in danger. You can see the difference in between these two. This is lack of chlorophyll. This is full of chlorophyll. All fruits are here setting with nicely, and here all fruits are going down. Means all fruits are dropping. Means the dropping problem is here. Here no dropping problem. Here photosynthesis and food making is good. Here photosynthesis is lesser and production will be less. That's why fruits are dropping. So you understood the fact. Which factors are affecting for photosynthesis? Less sunlight, cloudy environment. See, which factors are necessary for photosynthesis? First, carbon dioxide from air. Second, stomata should be open.
Yes.
Third, water and minerals from the soil, from the root. And fourth, chlorophyll. Okay? These all things are necessary for action. Okay? So these are your farmers' raw material for his factory. Yes or no?
Yes.
These fours are raw materials and the machineries. Stomata is the gate and chlorophyll is the machine, and carbon dioxide from air and mineral and water from soil is the raw material. So what should farmer do? Farmer will make this process smooth, easy for plant. That is makes sense of farming. Farming means not plowing and sowing and harvesting and spraying and pesticides and these are nonsense. You have to do it. This is the process, the part of process. But where should we focus on farmers? Farmers should be focused on photosynthesis ratio. This is the factory work. If you are an owner, you have to focus on your machines, you have to focus on your raw material quality, and you have to focus on your production quality. Yes or no?
Yes.
What is production? Your production is sugar. What is your production contents? How it will grow? So you have to focus on less sunlight and cloudy environment. Is it this factor is in farmer's hand? Sunlight and cloudy environment is in farmer's hand? No. What is in farmer's hand?
Leaf size.
Farmer's hand is leaf size and chlorophyll content. If there is a big leaf size and more chlorophyll content in low sunshine also,
It can produce.
in low candlelight also, it will produce the
Big size bricks. More
Food.
production.
More food.
so farmer have to focus on
Yes.
leaf size, leaf health, not on sunlight and environment. But unfortunately, where farmer is focusing? Atmosphere change, rain is coming, cloudy. What are you doing? Huh? Wrong focus will give you wrong results. High and low temperature. Temperature is in human's hand? No, it is not our hand. But soil health is in our hand. We can mulch it. If you mulch the soil, the root area, root zone, you can control the temperature. If you give the healthy soil, it will drain the extra water and it will protect the plant from water suffocation. Understand? High poisonous medicine spray. This is totally in control of farmer. He can avoid it. If you spray high poisonous medicines or pesticides and fungicides on plants, they get in dormant conditions for 48 hours or maybe more than that. If your plant is going in dormant condition again and again, the fasting is happening. Yes or no?
Yes.
If fasting will happen, the nutrition value will goes down. Plant have to live. So it is using the energy every moment. Your production will stop when the plant is in flowering condition, and your production will stop. The effect will be flower dropping. your plant is in ripening condition, and your energy will stop, the fruits will start to decay, isn't it? The disease will occur there. So we have to focus on energy or on disease.
Energy, nutrition.
First energy and then disease. Understand? So whether the disease will come, you have to focus first weakness, not on disease. Okay?
Yes.
Third one. Low chlorophyll means low greenery. If low greenery is there, the yellowishness is there, it is obvious that the chlorophyll content is going down. So you have to work for chlorophyll content. Our Vedic products are working directly for that. They are increasing chlorophyll content very fastly. Fruit charger, crop charger. It is very nice for this work. Scarcity of organic carbon. See, one by one. For less sunlight in cloudy environment, you have to use the leaf enlargement and chlorophyll content, crop charger, fruit charger, soil charger. High and low temperature, you have to use the mulch and use more Krishi Amrut and Nutri Charger and other root chargers. Then high poisonous medicines you can avoid with the help of pest fighter, fungi cleaner, pest cleaner and disease fighter. You have no need of any chemical, any poison. These all are friendly elements. Then for chlorophyll you have to use crop charger and fruit charger. Then scarcity of organic carbon, you can give regularly soil charger, Krishi Amrut and other sources. And low and weak canopy, already we are working on fruit charger and crop charger. Understand? Yes. Means hence we are working through SCT on plant health, plant strength, on photosynthesis function. Means we are directly impact on farmer's yield. If nitrogen content will be more, the vegetative growth will happen. Vigor will more. And if vigor is more, the pest will attack. The pest will attract. The vigor is the food of pest.
Sucking pest.
Huh? If the pest will come, the wounds will happen, injuries will happen, and they will be followed by funguses. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, means by the nitrogen, you are inviting diseases and the pest. You are the inviter. You are the host. Who? Farmer. Okay? If you are hosting you are enjoying the hosting of all diseases and the pests, then why are you crying? Huh? You are entertaining them. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you don't want them, stop excess nitrogen. Then you have to promote for carbon synthesis. And it is not happens naturally. Nitrogen synthesis is happening naturally in rainy season. If you have to control it, because it's a natural thing. Nitrogen synthesis is a natural thing. It is not in your control. You have to increase the carbon synthesis. Hence you can control on CN ratio. You can't control nitrogen, you can increase carbon. Understand? So what is in our farmer's hand, you have to focus on that. If you focus on carbon synthesis, means carbon means sugar. Already I show you the chain. Means for export and keeping quality, in yield increasing and the solid part of the fruits and all things, it will comes from carbon. And the juicy parts come from nitrogen water. If you increase the juicy part, you will have problems. If you increase the solid part, the keeping quality and everything is there. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can watch this. This motis. This is looking like crystals, shiny crystals. But this is the pomegranate seed from my farm, my own farm. Understood? So they are looking as much tasty. Our mouth is watering. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is same photos, only zoomed, and you can see the picture, both pictures. This is SCT grapes and this is chemicals grapes. You can see the difference. Which one you like?
Yes, yes.
See, this is the effect of nourishment, where you focus. 4 sutras. Okay? What we study? Just a review. Okay? First formula is work on weakness, not on disease. Formula number 1. When you visit your farm, focus on weakness. Where is the weakness? If you see the disease, if you see the flower dropping, if you see the size is small, if you see the taste is not there, sugar is not there, you have to focus. The roots are running or not. The leaves are good size and greenery is there or not. There is a healthy photosynthesis happening or not. There is a sufficient amount of all minerals is available or not. Roots are working or not. These all inspections you have to do. Then you have to shift for the protection. This is the first one. Second formula is work 80 to 90%, expend 80 to 90% on soil and only 10 to 20% on crop and climate. Third formula is work on SCT 50% and SCT Vedic on 50% for 94% CHO and 6% minerals. Rest of minerals, 13 minerals. Formula number 4. Focus on leaf size and greenery and leaf health. It directly impact on fruit size and fruit health and quality. Yes. So in this way, we learn 4 pillars of soil charger technology and 4 formulas. The farmers are practicing opposite direction. They have to come up on the right directions. See, if you have a car and you have to drive it in reverse gear, what will happen? You will reach your home easily. Easily. Whether you reach or not. You have no confidence you will reach or not. No? You will get accident on the road. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? Because it is not a natural way to drive. So one person from all reverse peoples, one person is SCT people, he is driving ahead and people are excited. Oh, how can he drive very nicely and very easily? The people get shocked. People amazed. Yes or no?
Yes.
They say, how can it possible? So many farmers are excited and they are giving their comments on YouTube that how can it possible? Because you are driving with reverse gears. All 4 gears are reverse. They have to work on weakness, they are working on disease. They have to work on soil, they are focusing on climate. They have to work on humus, they are focusing on minerals. They have to focus on roots and leaves, they are focusing on fruits. In this fashion, they are driving their car in reverse gear and they want to reach faster and faster. And they face to the accidents. And they are giving all responsibilities to the climates. Okay? Anything will happen, they say, climate. Oh God, please.
Save me.
No. Please, don't blame the climate. It's our Pancha Mahabhutas. Okay? So, thank you for all the SCT presentation. Friends, this is all the things or 4 things I studied in my life of agriculture and I shared with you. This is first time in English we shared with you because I want to give the service for all farmers. My vision is to save our earth, Mother Earth, from these all deadly poisons. Thank you for that. And let's enjoy the farming with happiness with SCT and SCT Vedic. Very soon we will come back with SCT Vedic presentation. Thank you.